We hope that this is still the place you call home, and it doesn't matter how long you've been away. When you return, we hope you will always find that the hilltop is where your heart is.
I came to St. Edward's in 1961. I helped plant some of the pecan trees that are along Woodward Avenue over there. And I remember saying, boy, this ground is so hard. How will anything ever grow? And so, it was a small campus, but we had the high ground advantage overlooking Austin.
I first came in the fall of 1959, and when I was 12 years old, going into 8th grade, I really liked it here, okay, and it was great. Met a lot of guys that I'm still friends with today.
We were the first class in Doyle Hall, and the building had no air conditioning. St. Ed's back then was about 750 men from all over the United States and from Mexico.
Well, I came down from the East Coast, and through the course of getting a recruiting letter from Brother Charles Anderson, which was extremely funny and detailed about Austin and St. Ed's in particular, I expected to see tumbleweeds and horses and those kinds of things, particularly that you would find in Texas.
St. Edward's was a very close-knit community. There were probably approximately 1,000 students here. Most were from out of state. Many were international students. And so it opened up for us culture, perspective, ways of behaving and living that you would get in travel.
St. Edward's is home. As an international student, leaving home, Nigeria, and as a 16-year-old coming to the United States for college, it was different. I wasn't very much around people with whom I was familiar, but St. Edward's had a very welcoming atmosphere that made me feel, again, like a part of a family.
I started in 1999, so it was smaller than it was now, but it was definitely this great community, and it was actually the year that Dr. Martin came in. And I could tell at that point that definitely in the next 10 to 15 years that the school was definitely going to triple in size.
Well, it's still the same on campus to me, even though there are certainly more students here, is that feeling of community.
Something that's timeless and will never be replaced is what the St. Ed's education means. And that's one of mission and serving and values.
Some of the Holy Cross values I'd still like to see around in 100 years would be that sense of civic responsibility, the need to give back to your community, also that pursuit of a quality education, and the sense of welcoming and community that you have at a Holy Cross institution.
I am absolutely convinced that St. Edward's is a world-class institution. It's big in the right places. It's big in people. It's big in community. It's big in service. It's big in instruction. And I am excited about the fact that it's not a one-time thing. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. Even though I've been gone from the hilltop as a student, I still get to come back. It's still home. And I look forward to coming back because there's just such great promise within the students from all walks of life. International students, camp program students, the graduate program, the new college program. You always look and you see within the eyes and in the faces of each and all these individuals great aspiration of so much more that can be accomplished. And that energy, that dynamism just is refreshing because you know, wow, there is no telling what we can accomplish together as a community.